Hey everyone, my name is Annie and I am a coach with Team Boom. And I get a lot of questions about what I do on a daily basis as a coach and what is coaching, how did I get involved with it, and sort of just my daily routine. So I'm going to start out with just explaining how I got into coaching. So I actually was proposed about the coaching from about 4 years ago from my family. And I knew about the coaching. It started in 2007. So I'd say probably in 2009. So shortly after it started, I had heard about it and I got involved with the coaching in building the business in 2013, really. So how did I get involved? So I was a teacher, so I have no background whatsoever in sales or fitness or health or anything like that. I came out of college and I actually decided to go a different route in direct sales. And I was with a company for about 5 years. It got to a point where my company decided to, there was a big layoff and they laid me off. And I had a 2-year-old and I had an 8-month-old. So I always sort of in the back of my mind knew about the Beachbody business, but I really had no idea what it even represented or what you did or what MLM is. So multi-level marketing, which is the type of business that Beachbody is. So when I was, my company told me I had 2 months and then I would be laid off the day that I had my son. So I had him in January 2012. And I really took this time to, while I was on unemployment, to just search for other jobs and sort of I was doing this coaching and I was earning some income from it, from people asking me about the coaching. So I just really got involved with doing a challenge group. And that was just a free group where I was doing P90X at home and I invited other people to join me. And it wasn't until I was using the products and really getting involved with the number one vital skill of the company, which is product of the product. So people started to come to me once they saw that I had lost my baby weight with my second son, and they saw my transformation, and they just sort of came to me, how did you do it? What was your schedule? What are you eating? How are you working out? And I just sort of gave them the resources that my coach gave me. I'm doing this program. I have a free group. If you want to join me, this is what I did. And sort of just started trickling in once I started being a product of the product. I was using the programs. And from there, people started to come to me and say, I want to be a coach. So the way that I learned about the Beachbody coaching is I read a lot. I read about, the first book I read was a 45-second presentation. And that is all about what multi-level marketing is. So to begin, multi-level marketing has been around since the 30s. It's similar to Mary Kay, although Mary Kay is a little bit more direct sales. But MLM, the way that Beachbody set it up was they had their company in 2007, and then they opened up the coaching network of peer-to-peer support. So more so of you hear about it from somebody, you see the results, and that person can be an independent coach, and you get it through them. And they decided to go away from, step away from the Walmart and the Target and direct sales, which in the short term probably could have made them more money in the Beachbody industry or the fitness industry. But long term, they like the idea of the peer-to-peer support and people that are using the programs and the products and then sharing people and helping them get through the programs and products. So most of the people that are coaches are not fitness experts. They just have personally done the programs themselves and then share that with other people. So Beachbody opened up this network company, and I was a little weary about it because I've never done anything like this. I've never done, any sort of fitness, nutrition. I sort of knew how to talk to people, and people were coming to me. And so there's a couple of different things that you can do as a coach. The first thing is, if some people decide that they want to be a coach because you get a 25% discount, and again, anybody can be a coach. So if somebody came to me and said, I really like these products and these programs and I love Shakeology and I really would like to get the discount, you can be a coach. And that's something that my grandma did. She's 90. She was a coach because she liked it. She wanted a discount. And that's kind of the furthest that, obviously some people go. The second thing is you're sort of in, you can be a coach, and you can, if somebody comes to you, you can sort of sell the products, and that's more of like a 25% commission. So the way that like top coaches, or like 2% coaches that are top coaches, is they don't make residual income and long-term income off of just focusing on sales. It's more about sharing and building your team of coaches. So you can, on a daily basis, share about the products and the programs, but there's only so many people that are really going to directly buy something through you on a daily basis. So I would say 20% of what I do is not focused on directly selling to people a program or a product. What I am focused on is doing these challenge groups and running challenge groups with people that are wanting to use like a challenge pack or the products, and I help them through that program. And then eventually some people are coming to me and saying, or I'm asking them, have you ever considered being a coach? And, they're like, okay, well, I'm sort of doing the challenge group on Facebook, and I'm using the programs and the products, and I have some people that would be interested. And that's sort of how a lot of people, and myself included, got involved with the coaching opportunity long-term, is from them themselves getting results, and then they want to then start their own business and share with other people and help them get results and build their team of coaches. So those are the 3 things that you can start out your business as a Beachbody coach. So the other thing that Beachbody does is coaches that are business builders, so they reach the rank of an Emerald coach. So they're like at least sponsoring 2 coaches. So they have personally sponsored 2 coaches that want to do the business. So now they're a business builder. Then Beachbody has millions of dollars that they spend on infomercials and product development, and tons of revenue, and always coming up with new programs and just top brand P90X at home. So if you did say to somebody, I've done P90X, they know what it means, they know what it represents, and that's something that you can brand yourself with, is standing behind this amazing company and having these products that they basically take care of everything. So when you become an Emerald coach and you're a business builder, Beachbody starts to get millions of customers, and they assign those customers to coaches that are Emerald. And then if you yourself as a coach are sponsoring and helping at least 3 customers or coaches with a challenge pack, so it's October, we're doing a November 3rd challenge group. I have 3 people that are going to do this 90-day program with me, P90X, or P90 right now is the big one. And they're going to do this program with me. So they have seen my post. They see that I'm very serious about this. They know I'm going to follow up with them, help them get those results that they need, put them in a secret group on Facebook, help them get that. So they're going to get the program through me or another coach or somebody who's going to help them with that. Because in reality is, you can get these programs all over, but the direct reflection of what challenge groups represent is actually physically putting you with a group of people that's going to keep you accountable, and you're going to get the results. And that's what people want, is they want the results. So if you're a coach that's building and you're helping at least 3 people a week, a month, then Beachbody will give you Shakeology customers. So on top of you building your business, Beachbody is also helping you as a coach as well. We also get a 1099 form, so you open up your own business when you become a coach. There's a $15.95 business fee, and Beachbody takes care of everything, shipping, handling. You basically give the customer the website, and then they order it, and you follow up with them, and you make sure that they have everything laid out before they're going to start that workout, and then you help them get through those 30 days or 60 days, however long the program is. And you follow up with them, and you keep them accountable, and you sort of keep each other accountable, because coaches are doing it right along with their customers. And that's sort of cool, because a lot of people find that becoming a coach makes you accountable, and they like that sort of accountability in their life and with the products. And then people do decide to become coaches for that aspect too, is that we're not like perfect, but we try to live a healthy lifestyle. We're inviting other people to stay accountable with us, and that's sort of how it evolves. But I can tell you that when I started coaching, I had no social media skills at all. I knew how to work a computer, but I really had never used Facebook or Instagram or a lot of the social media that I use today. And I just sort of learned with failing and overcoming some things, and it really wasn't that hard, because there's so many people that are going to help you on our team, on Team Boom. So that's sort of like the different ways that you can look at a coach. Depends on what the person themselves really wants out of the opportunity. From there, I mean, the first year of my business, I was working full time. I had 2 kids. I would just do it in the morning. So I had I have like a calendar that I always keep up, and I have calls scheduled when I can around my family schedule and when I was working full time. And I just kept note cards of, people that were interested in the programs, or, maybe they weren't ready right now, but in the future, they said that they wanted to join. So I was very organized with, keeping people in mind that wanted to do it when they were right time for them. I read, I mentioned I read the 45-second presentation, but I usually read 10 pages of personal development a day. And this can be anywhere from, how to be a successful leader. So I'm helping my coaches, how to eat clean. So I'm sort of helping my challengers, just uplifting things that kind of keep me going as a coach. But I'd say organization is a pretty key, important thing that is involved with the coaching. And, I go month by month. So my goal for the month of October is to help 3 people. And in October, the people that I'm helping, that want to do order challenge pack, those are usually people that are going to then start my November challenge. And that's sort of how I keep focus on it. And then if people decide that they don't want to do a specific challenge, or they don't want to buy something from me, I never turn anybody away. I have a free group on Facebook, and we share recipes and ideas, and there's coaches in there. I always post a motivational workout thread. So just because somebody doesn't want to necessarily get something from me right then, that doesn't mean that I turn anyone away. They know that I'm always going to be there. I've been working with some of my clients for a year, and they've never ordered anything. But when they're ready to, take that next step of committing to one of our exclusive challenges, that I would be there regardless. So on a daily basis, what I usually do is I wake up at 5:45. I set my alarm. I'm probably really up at like 6. I do my half-hour workout. So I work out actually like right there in my thing. So I have over the years just collected, 10 different workouts. And it just works for my schedule because I have 2 kids at home, and my husband likes to go to the gym, and we both like to go to the gym. So I do teach one class on Tuesday at the gym. And again, I love working out at the gym. It's just easier for me sometimes when it's snowing or I don't feel like going to the gym to have the ability to work out and do a program at home. So I work out until 6:30, and then I spend probably about a half hour in the morning just at my computer, at my front, right there. And I check in with my challenge group. So I usually will check in with my coach group and just, post a motivational picture or ask people how they're doing, how many people are they following up with, help them with different things that they're coming up with, different challenge groups. And then I'll post in our free fitness group, so a daily thread, a recipe, and then I will post in our exclusive group that we run for October. So we're doing like a biggest loser challenge right now. So I post in there, I answer questions, I help people with recipes, ideas. And then my kids get up at 7. And then I usually from 7 to 9, I shut everything off, and I will drop them off and come home at around 9, and I will do some follow-ups with my customers. So people that are thinking about doing the challenge group, or just want to get into our free group, or maybe they found me through social media and I'm following up with them to connect with them and ask them about their fitness goals. I will ask them, what are some of your goals? What are your struggles? What are your obstacles? What is your long-term? What is your short-term goals? And then from there, if they want to, they can join my free group, and then we'll stay connected through there. And, I'll help them with clean eating, dinner recipes, ideas. I set them up so that they can have a free profile on Team Beachbody. So they have they can actually print out like recipes and fitness tips, things that will keep them accountable. And then at night, I usually will talk with my coaches, and we'll have a team call, and we'll just talk about, what's going forward, what are the challenge groups that we're going to do. So all in all, if you're working full time, this is a very manageable business because it's something that grows over time. So I'd probably say I spend about an hour a day when I was working full time, and I would do things in the morning, and then I would do a little bit at night. And I always had my iPhone, so I could use that to follow up with people. Now that I am more involved in the coaching, and I have about 500 coaches in my network, I am more involved with doing everything I just mentioned this morning, but I am also now helping and training my coaches to sort of learn what I do, I help them with getting started right. So like the 45-second presentation that I talked about, I run like a little coach basics for them so that they can start to learn the coaching, which there's a lot of resources out there that are actually right on YouTube about coaching. But they can talk with me one-on-one. We have like these Zoom calls where you can actually see each other, talk about their struggles and, what they want out of the financial freedom. Do they want to work part-time? Do they want to do this financially? Do they want to go full-time with this? Do they want to just get it for the discount? So I sort of just lead and help my coaches, and we all help each other. There's not a day that goes by that I am not getting feedback from people, from my team, this positive environment, and ideas from other people. So that is basically it. That is what I do on a daily basis. I can sort of make my own schedule and talk to people whenever I want. I'd say like the biggest thing about people that say that they're a coach and, they want to go full time with it, or they want to eventually be able to, leave their job, is I really think it's a couple things. One is just being consistent with it and knowing that nothing is going to happen with leaving your job in a year. But if you're consistent with it, you can definitely replace your income in 2 years. And that's being consistent with it. The second thing is, I think that it's a very untraditional thing that people aren't really, it's not, you're going to your job 8 to 5, you have a boss, you have a quota of sales, or you don't have any of that with Beachbody. This is literally your own business. So you are your own boss. And if you don't treat it like a business, then it's never going to turn into a business. I think it's like a lot of other things, just like your job. If you're not working at it and towards your goals, then it's not going to go anywhere. But the different thing is with multi-level marketing residual income, it's sort of like real estate or like insurance, and you need to build up your clientele. You need to be here 2 years from now and show people that, you're committed to starting out your business. I mean, people are not going to immediately, I'm a coach. Oh, you want to be a coach? Like, they don't know what that is. They don't know what the process is. If you immediately just go to them and say, hey, I'm like selling this workout, do you want to do it? They don't know, that's towards your goals. Like, you want to sell that to them. But why do they want that workout? What is it that person wants? Do they want to lose weight? Do they want to just eat healthier? Do they want to tone up? Did they just have a baby and they sort of feel uncomfortable because they can't fit into their clothes? Do they just want to work out 3 times a week? What do they like about working out? I think the biggest thing is people think everything that they want, but in reality, if you can help people and not really expect things in return, then you are going to reach your goals and hit things and be able to replace your income if you're consistent with it on a daily basis. You can't expect somebody that becomes a realtor and they knock on your door and they say, hey, are you selling your house? And you're like, whoa, I'm not selling my house today. Like, maybe in a couple of years. If, they're, let me know, I'll help you. I'll show you these houses. I'll show you this. I'll help you do that. What are you looking for? And then let's say that person's ready in a year and they're thinking, I really need to sell my house, or I need to really get in shape. I've been sort of talking with Annie. I've been seeing her posts. I know that she's still committed. She's sort of been doing this for a while. It seems like she's somebody that would really stick around, if in 90 days from now, if I was doing the program. And then they're going to come to you and they're going to say, I wasn't ready then, but, I'm really ready now. And this is why I'm ready. So never really give up on anybody. I was presented this opportunity 1,000 times, and I never really thought it was something that I could do. I just didn't think that, I wasn't in good shape and I hadn't worked out in a while and I was unemployment. And I mean, why would people want to, learn anything from me? I was sort of learning with people. But I think sometimes, it takes time, and it's something, like I said, it's really untraditional. It's not something that you have your own boss. You are your own business owner. So you do have to be, able to not make excuses or blame your upline for not doing anything, because the resources and the tools are out there. They're all over the internet. They're right in our coach group. There's so many people that if you really, really did want this, you could find people that wanted to, help you. And you're going to come across people that, say things, oh, she's like drinks that shake, or, oh, she's, does that beachbody stuff. And they don't really understand what you do on a daily basis. And that's sort of like everybody. Like, I don't really understand what other people do on a daily basis. So I really can't appreciate what they do. And you will hear those things. You will hear those comments. And you just have to say, oh, yeah, that's what I do. And you have to be proud of it. And you have to know that, it's not because people are making fun of you. It's because they don't really understand what you do. And it's something that's really untraditional. And it's also a little bit, it's weight loss. So it's sort of, fitness and that sort of thing. It can be sometimes a little awkward to talk to people about. But all in all, like, if you love what you do, whether it's the coaching or it's, your own business, if you love what you do and you can do it because you like to do it and you don't in return expect anything in the first year, that's sort of how I look at the coaching. I had another job, so I wasn't really focusing on the money so much. I was just doing it because I got results and I really liked the aspect of helping other people. I know what it felt like to not be able to fit into your mom jeans or get into, like, you were just had kids and you felt uncomfortable and you just were struggling. And I have been in that spot. I've been in people's shoes and I know what it feels like. So when somebody comes to me and says, oh, like their problems, I understand, I relate, I struggle, I still do. And I did for 2 years to lose my baby weight. And I share that. I'm honest, I'm open. I love what I do. So I don't really see if other people don't like it, then, it makes me happy. It makes my husband happy. It makes my kids happy. And that's something that, you have to get over that fear of you're thinking that you're selling something to somebody, because you're not selling. You're sharing what you do because you love what you do. And if you will find the right people that want to join your team based off of the way that you are open and real with people. So, I mean, that's basically what I do. And it's, in the long term, it's been a bumpy road the first year. I didn't hit diamond coach, within my first year. I had 4 Success Club points my entire first year. That means I helped 2 people. But when I decided that this was for me, and I decided that I was, sick and tired of like thinking that I could do this, and for years, and I knew that there really is nothing different than any other top coach. It's just that they're doing it and they're not afraid to do it. And they're helping people and they're living their life and they're living their dreams. And that's exactly what you and anybody can do if you make the decision that you're going to go all in and you're going to do it. And you're going to do it through the hard times. You're going to do it through the good times. And more importantly, you're going to do it when the road gets rough. You're going to keep going, because if the road gets rough, that means that you're doing something right and you're going in the right direction. You're going to have a dirt road for the first year. It's just the way it is. And if you talk to any coach, it's the way it goes. That's what a business builder is. As somebody as an entrepreneur and you're starting up, every single person, whether you're, the CEO of your own company, I think the first year you're figuring it out. And after that, it's just going to get easier and easier and easier. And now 2.5 years in, I know what it's like for new coaches to start, and finding those people that are going to get through that first year is really going to set those coaches apart. But you have to first decide that it's for you. I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.